Hello from Yat This is Ji Sifu. Now today we're going to continue on this very intense series of the Dragons lecture. So if you have not watched the previous lectures, please go watch them. There are a lot of stuff you will not understand if you don't watch those lectures first. Now this one is going to be a little bit more intense, but it may be my last one in the Dragon lecture, so right up to this point. So after this one, I'll get into other things. Okay. Now this is going to be on the 9 dragons again. So we have the same chart from the same lecture as we did before in the previous one. Okay. So we talked about the 9 stars, and as you know, the stars are like the transition state or the bing stage when things start, right? When things are about to be born. So let's kind of rephrase. Okay. Not rephrase to recall. The first stage, Tam Long, is when you have the intention. Going Moon is when you put the intention into, like transfer it into real pondering process to expand it. And then 3 is the Lok Chun, which is to store in, to contain this thought, and then keep. Number 4, pondering, Man Kok. And then 5, to create, internally create. Lin Jing. And then 6 is to Mo Kok, to compare and interact with the outside and think inside to see how to be done. And then number 7 is launch, to launch, Po Guan, to launch, really do it. Number 8 is put it to physical action. Okay, and then 9 is to finish the action, and it goes back to 1. Now those are all the points of transition from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like not 10, 9. Okay, what happened to 10 anyway? 10 is the cycle point. So when 9, go back here, this is number 10. Okay, the transition from 9 to 1. This is 10. Okay, so this time I want to explain what is the happening process, or the starting the trigger point kind of process. Okay, what is being done in the 9 stages. Okay, now this is the 9 stages of how energy transmit and start doing what they're supposed to do. Now this is the 9 stages here. Okay, let's go. Number 1. This number 1 here is the essence form. See, the essence form. So, oh, by the way, I forgot to introduce this one to you. In our lecture of Chang Sun, okay, Chang Sun, which you can like kind of say God summoning or something like that, but it's not. Okay, so watch that video. It's about getting energies to come in from the outside source. What outside source? Of course, from the Lineage power bank. Okay, so from the Lineage power source, you want to summon the energy to come into your altar. That is when you do Chang Sun. Chang Sun is not to like get spirit to possess you and you're like, oh, crazy, you know, not like that. Chang Sun is just to invite energies to come in from the Lineage network. So the Lineage network, the power bank of the whole lineage, will get your call and react, and energy stuff will come to you. Okay, in our lineage, we have a magic spell called Chang San Zhao, and there's 2 versions. So there's a Chang San spell, okay, to summon the energy. There are 2 spells. One is the Man, one is the Mo Chang San Zhao. There are two different spells, Man and Mo, and you can kind of relate to number 4 and number 6 stage. Okay, number 6 right here. Okay, kind of relate to those. Now, what is Man and Mo? Just like number 4, Man, internally pondering, internally, okay, or to communicate, like that. Build a bridge, and then you build a bridge with someone, something, or someone, or some place, and then you interact with them. Okay, make them come in. Now, Mo is when energy goes out, to go outward, to not only to come in and empower stuff, but help you do stuff. Okay, this is to help you do stuff. So when you do the Man Chang San Zhao, the Mun style. It's when the spells trigger up all the energies in the network, the lineage network, come into your place and empowers everything. So it helps. Number 4 helps. Number 5 helps you create, helps you do things, to process. So whatever you're going to do, the energy will put into there as like putting more resources to your every magic doings. It empowers all the magic doings. Okay. Number 6, when you do the Mo style 请神咒, all the energy that you summon in is suitable for helping you to launch, to output, to execute, to really make things happen. Now let me try to give you an example, very practical example. Okay, the Mun style 请神咒, the internal style 请神咒. What happened is, okay, when you open the altar and you start doing your magic work and stuff. For example, we're doing a case of exorcism. We're helping someone who is being cursed. We're going to help this person to get rid of the curse and bust the evil magic. Okay, so with the Mun 请神咒, what happened is you are summoning the energies from the lineage to come into your altar and empower everything that you do, make everything more powerful. Great. Okay, they just make everything more powerful. So you do your fu, you do your spells, you do whatever. Everything is empowered by this thing. Okay, very nice, very powerful. Everything is stronger. Great. Now, number 6, Mo 请神咒. This one is to summon in the energy that is suitable for you when you want to trigger an action to really do something. Not just to put more resources into your stuff, but to help you do stuff. For example, when you're doing magic in your palm and you slam it on the person and try to bust that spirit, now the Mo 请神咒, those energy will be put into this firepower and help you to make this stronger. Now with the Mun 请神咒, while you're gathering up energy, it gives you more resources into this thing and gather up more resources. Now this one is to bam, like this crashing power, that kind of vibe. Okay, so it's very different. Sometimes you just do one, sometimes you can do both. It depends. Okay, the beginners always do number 1 because that is the first stage you do, internal and then external. But sometimes you can just do the Mo 请神咒 for some rituals like exorcism, battle, that kind of stuff. You just do the Mo 请神咒. It's fine. But you can also do both. Okay. Now in that spell, there's a section that actually have all 9 stages listed. So let's take out the section and decode that quickly in a very brief way. Okay. Okay, let me try to write in Chinese. Now this is hard, okay? 一請神龍真靈靈. Wow, hard to read. 真 Number 1, 一請神龍真靈靈. First 1. What is 1? Okay, watch our lecture, Decoding Numbers. 1. Building a bridge of transmission of action from one point to another. Invite 神龍 to invite what? The dragon. Okay, you now know, okay? Dragon to get out of the lineage network, to sun into your place. 真靈靈, 真 is a pre-heaven and post-heaven combined form, the essence form. Ling ling, to responsive, to respond to your call. Now why 2? Double ling ling. 1 is response to you at the static state, okay, when it's not moving, and then it responds to you at the dynamic state, the day, the teen and day stage. That's why it's called ling ling. Okay. let me continue, okay? Thank you. Okay, there we go. 9 stages. Wow, running faster. Okay, 一請神龍真靈靈. Number 1, you know. Number 2, 二請盤龍接上清. Now, this is a harder to understand stuff, okay? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I already explained the numbers and decoded them in another lecture way back before. So watch those, okay? Now, number 2. In this stage, we invite. And what is Poon Long? Poon is to gather up and help to contain the energy, okay, the Long, the dragon. Deep Sang Ching. Deep is to connect to receive. And then Sang Ching. This one, Sang Ching, Yuk Ching, and Tai Ching is the 3 pure ones that you always heard of. The Sam Ching. This is the Sam Ching. Now, what is Sang Ching, Yuk Ching, and Tai Ching? The 3 stages is just talking about. Okay, first of all, I have another lecture talking about the word Ching Jing all the time, about the cleansing. Basically, it's not about cleanse. Okay, Ching is to remove something from here, remove it away to another place, and then put the thing into action or to keep on going in another place. Just like saying to, now I will ching all the dishes from the table to my kitchen. By doing that, you remove all the dishes to the kitchen and let it just do whatever it have to do in the kitchen again. Okay, so basically that is the thing about ching. Sang Ching, the first stage, is Sang, is from the top here, from the essence form, to Ching into, like to Ching and depart from the top level, to depart from the first stage. And then Yuk Ching is to Ching into the transition state. This word Yuk for jade, it doesn't mean jade. When you decode it, it means that when things go, not sure if you can see that, when things go from side A to side B, you transmit the element, action, use the element and go down into the medium. So you start using the elements, right? And then find out the result, store in this essence just about where the ending is. Like not to the finish line, but before the finish line. So you are just at the middle, after you're done with the action, you store it here. This is the Yuk. Yuk Ching is actually to say when this essence of energy, depart from its own position. And now this is to take it into transition state, to about to finish the transition state. 三請欲稱乾坤法. This is to, number 3, invite the energy to do this transition, to remove it from the top to the transition, to the middle of transit. And then 乾坤法, and then use to convert this essence of element or essence of energy from Qin, which is the awaiting stage, not moving stage, or awaiting to happen, awaiting to action state. Kun, to process, to take action now, to get rid of its own form right now. Fa, to take action. Okay. 4請太清轉龍形. Number 4, invite 太清 to get to remove it from the transition state and to tie, which is tie, the most extreme end of the top right here, to get into action, which is to depart from this stage to here. Now to here, to do what? 轉龍形, to turn, to execute, to take action of, to change the form of the dragon. Now what form? Number 4, right? The form of Tien to Day, from what we call a sky dragon to a land dragon, or you can say from a non-moving dragon to a moving dragon now. Okay, the dragon starts to move. 轉龍形. 5請大淨盤龍血. Now, as we talked about before in our other lectures, the word 淨, as in 清淨, 淨is just to process. We have 大, 中, and so there's 大中 and there's a 小淨, but we didn't write it here. So 5請大淨盤龍血. Now this is 5, number 5 stage. Invite, okay? 大淨is to process, a big process, which is the surface process, the first time surface process, to overall process it to the next party, the next place. 盤龍血, to store in, to work, to gather up and store in the blood of the dragon. What is the blood of the dragon? The blood is the liquid that is contain the energy of life, of how this dragon can go into life. Now, this actually means the energy is right here, the huge one drop of essence energy. Okay, now this is the energy's blood, the essence element that allows the energy to stay alive. For example, if we're in that like hungry situation and we want to eat, the blood of the whole dragon of you want to eat stuff is the hunger. The hunger feeling is the blood, because without the hunger, this whole event cannot survive. As you can see, dragon's blood. It's not any blood at all. 6請中正接龍精. 中, middle. What is middle? Middle is when there's a platform that is working between you and the exterior, and then element pass down from the center, from you to there. 6請, number 6, invite to connect the medium between you and the other party, okay, to process. 接龍精, 接 is to receive. 龍精, 精, here, this word 精 can mean essence in general. But this word 精 actually means from your side, you have the momentum. And then on the other side, it will give to that momentum to the other side, so the other side can keep going and rolling. This is the real meaning of 精. 龍精 is the dynamic force, or the moving force, the life force of the dragon, of this whole event. The 血 is the essence of life. It's like, okay, this is the hunger feeling. Without the hunger feeling, you cannot really keep going, right? Jing, it's the want of eating. Now you hunger, but you cannot want to eat. Now this is the want to eat. This is the jing. 七請赤氣龍骨接. Okay. Number 7, invite. 赤氣. Now this 氣 here, we talked about the chi before. This is the 氣, okay? 赤氣. 赤 can be a color, but here it's not a color. This 赤 means, okay, when something is being done, an action being done, okay, the essence from your side through the medium have transferred to the other side. When things from you launch to the other side, it transfer. Hey, it's the energy that contains the moving power, the energy that allows things to process and keep going. So when you launch, the energy will connect the dragon's bones, which means it forms things to a structure. Just like saying when you try to eat, the structure is first pick up, put down. There's a structure. This is the bone of the dragon, the structure of the dragon, how to eat. Alright? 八請純清真龍形. Now this word 純, usually people get it as pure. It's not pure. Pure is one form of 純, but this is not 純. Now this word means, okay, on your end, you already pass on and inherited stuff to the other side. The other side, through the processing, okay, they came to the final result. And because of that, okay, you bring them to a final state, a physical state. But then the stuff in the middle is removed through this thing. And that is why it's pure. When you have pure water, right, you have a processed thing and you process it and make this thing come to whatever it is, like the water, right? Purified water. The water that has whatever removed after the process. 純清真龍形. Now, number 8 is we already removed all the stuff here. Removed the hunger. Removed the want to eat. The momentum of why, like what you want to eat, how much you want to eat. You removed it. 清真龍形. 清. Okay? This is the stage when you are keep on removing, and after removing, you get the real dragon form come out. It's just like giving birth to the dragon. Why the form? The form is the physical action, the physical doing, the physical work, the physical energy that came already. The real physical thing that came. Okay? Now, because this thing gives birth to the physical dragon, all the elements from before here have to be removed. It just keep removing. Just like human, when you are born, all the baby teeth, the baby hair, everything will be removed as you grow up. 九請純正紫龍氣. Now, this one, number 9, the stage here. 純正. You remove all the stuff and you process. You keep processing after removing. You keep processing. Processing all these things you wanted to do. You keep doing it. You process. 紫龍氣. 紫 can be purple, but it's not purple. Now this one means, okay, at this stage, you keep passing on and inheriting, like dragon. Keep doing. 紫. This is like lightning, very fast. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 紫, very fast, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go down. 九請純正紫龍氣. To use up, to keep doing things and then use up the dragon's hei, the chi. While you're at 9, you are always using up the stuff, the momentum that this whole thing is happening. You're using it up because as you eat, you're using up the hei, which makes you want to eat, the hunger. As you eat more and more, the hunger goes away because you're using up the momentum. It just cancels it out. It just makes you not want to eat don't have to eat anymore because the hay is gone. As you see, the hay is actually the energy that can give you the power to do stuff. And just like saying you want to eat, okay, the power that makes you want to eat is all that organs and stuff and the brain making you think you want to eat. Now by eating, you're using up the hay by eating. And because you're done eating, you don't need to eat anymore. So there's no more hay for that stage. After this, we can go back to number 1 and start an other event. The whole 1 to 9 theory here happens again, and you can now see what the real Saam Ching is. The real Saam Ching is actually the theory of 2, 3, and 4 stages. The stage 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Now let's bring out the 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Saam Ching, this one. Sang Ching, Yuk Ching, Tai Ching. The 3 stages is 2, 3, 4 that I just explained. Saam Ching Dou Zhou. What is Dou? In our theory of Taoism versus Sun Gung, we already explained what is Dou. As in Dou Gao. What is Dou? Dou is actually the direction given by the leader. Now in this whole dragon, the leader is number 1. Leader. Because of your thoughts, you perform all these actions, right? Of one intention, everything happened. Now this leader, the intention, is the Dou of this whole dragon army. This is actually the Dou. Number 1. These, okay, Saam Ching Dou Zhou. The word Zhou, right here, Zhou, it means, okay, to transfer and transmit your energy to the other party, and then bring the other party into action and create result, create a final result. That is from you to them, to connect them. Okay, this is the Zhou. Ancestor is a form of Zhou because the ancestor output their elements and energy, which is their sperm and whatever, and then makes the next generation. The next generation, okay, to bring the next generation, teach them to reproduce, and then make them so that they can also do whatever the Zhou did, which is to give birth to them. So the ancestor is a form of Zhou. Now this is 3 stages. It's the Saam Ching Dou Zhou, because the 3 stages here is just to pass on the stuff from number 1. It passed on out. This is like to get out of the headquarters, to transit, and then to arrive at the processing stage. Nothing have been started yet. No action is taken. And that is why this is only the Zhou, the Dou Zhou, the ancestor. Okay, because this is just to pass on the stuff. 2, 3, 4 is just to pass on the stuff from number 1 to number 5 to do stuff. Okay, it's just to do something at number 5. Nothing have been done before number 5. So they are only the ancestor who they teach the lower ones to do whatever they have to do later on. Okay, so basically that is why they're called the Saam Ching Dou Zhou, because it's just bringing the stuff from the Dou, the leader, the path that the leader wants to go. Okay, the 3 here, the stage number 2, 3, 4, is just to help them to perform these. Now you can also cross-relate to the 9-star theory. Now, the Sang Ching's property, number 2. Number 2's property is to push, is to correspond to Goyunmun, the huge door theory, to push this intention of the leader to expand it, to make that intention. For example, I say, I'm the leader, okay? You're the worker for me, okay? Under there. I say, I want people to pay me money, okay? I want to have income. Now, this is the Dou. Now, number 2 is to bring this idea to expand it and pass on the message to different people. And then, like, okay, up there say they want money. Now we want to do promotion or whatever, okay? They give all the ideas, this main thing, to pass it on to the lower level. So the lower level can know what to ponder and what to do. Now, Yok Ting, number 3, is Lok Chun. This is to store in. It's just like saying, you heard. Number 2 said, the boss say he want money. Number 3, make sure that all the message is contained correctly. Does the boss really want money, as in like real money, or he want checks, or he want whatever? No, just to make sure and then contain all the ingredient. Number 4, Tai Ching. This part is to depart. Now, it's like after making sure everything internally again and again, pondering what can be done to make this happen, okay? Internally ponder. You depart from the headquarter and push it to 5. Number 5 is where actually all these pondered ideas will be put into action to create. It's where the top level guys, the management guys, pass it on to the workers who actually start working stuff. Number 6 is the marketing stage, Mo Kok, to compare with external stuff, marketing, and then do your sales, marketing, or promotion, all that stuff. Number 7, launch the product. Number 8, the product is launched and at the store. Now it's up to the sales to sell that to the consumer. Number 9 is when the consumer get the product and start using, and as they use up the product, they will get all the energies from the leader. The intention, the brain, the wisdom, the idea, everything will be unpacked on number 9. As you see, this is all just a principle in nature, how things work, how intention can be bring to reality, how it just cycle and cycle and cycle. This is very much a concept that you need to understand. But again, okay, this is the concept, right? A shell, a container, a concept, okay? It gives you a pattern of how things flow, like a flow chart. Now, this flow chart can be used in many ways. It depends on the lineage. And of course, if you're not in the lineage, you will not know what the heck we're doing. So when you ordain to the lineage, as you learn more and more, you start to know what is inside the pattern, what is inside the container, this whole principle that we're referring to. Okay, for example, like let's say a very basic container. Okay, the basic container is before, progress, after. Okay, 3 things. Now in my lineage, for example, I say when I refer to this, I mean sleeping. So before, during sleeping, and after sleeping. Okay, that's my lineage. Now for their lineage, they refer this to eating. So they're like before eating, during eating, after eating. The whole thing can turn into a totally different thing. With the same container, same shell, okay, with different stuffing inside. It makes the whole magic totally different. But the principle is like this. Now you get the principle when you learn in our lineage, ordain, learn, do the magic. As you do, you will start to get what the real stuff the container is holding inside while you cultivate. Because as you do, all these things will start to make sense as you learn more and more and put the puzzle together. No one can tell you the whole thing in one go because it's so crazy complex. And that's why I have a whole channel here to expose all this knowledge. And even I expose, a lot of people will not even get it because you won't have the patience to watch all these videos and learn everything and make sure you understand. So it's very hard. Now it's up to faith and yourself to determine if you can end up really getting it and putting these useful concept into a real practical usage stage, which is to learn the magic in our lineage and then put it into action, really using the magic, feeling the energies, inheriting the energies, and then using it to empower your life and make your life better or solve problems that is in your life. Anyway, so basically that's it for today. Hope you guys like it. And finally, we're done with this Dragon series lecture. Hope you like it. Remember to subscribe, like, share this out, and don't forget to watch the previous videos for more lectures. And also, doesn't harm to re-watch and remind yourself of stuff and things like that. Okay, we'll see you next class. Bye bye.